Hi, Gemini. Monthly reading for December. I hope you're doing well. Right into it, shall we? Alright, let's look at your current self. It's going to be the energy that you're going into December with. This could be the energy you have throughout the entire month. Let's see. Okay. Looks like you're trying to overcome problems with a relationship here. Things may not be working as well as they once had. And you feel like it's up to you to kind of take it upon yourself to remedy the situation, to fix whatever is causing a divide between you and whoever this is. Okay. Your theme for the month. Looks like that's kind of taking its toll on you. Could be a lack of reciprocity here. Could be that you're the only one trying to fix this situation. You may end up at some point this month feeling like it'd be better for you to just move on. But is it really? It may seem for a time that leaving this situation, getting out and starting over again, something new, would be the best option for you, but that may just be the part of your brain where you're exhausted is talking. Like you've been dealing with this non-stop and you just don't want to deal with it anymore. So it feels like leaving and starting over somewhere new or with someone new would be the best option. But is it really? Alright. Key goal for you this month. Try not to let any conflicts stop you from making progress, both with yourself, with this relationship. It seems like you've been trying to stay pretty grounded and stable recently. Try to focus on maintaining that. Because I get that whatever you're going through is probably not exactly the easiest thing to be going through, but you don't have to let that break you. What obstacles do you need to overcome? Okay. Okay. It seems like you're realizing that you're in a position right now where not only could you leave this situation behind, just gonna say it feels like a love reading. It doesn't have to be, but I'm just gonna go forward with that assumption, just to make it easier on me, I guess. But it seems like you feel like you're in a situation where not only can you leave this relationship, but you could immediately throw yourself into a new one. And it feels like right now you really want to, because of the toll that this current relationship is taking on you. That's your obstacle this month is should I stay or should I go? Do I keep going or do I give up? Okay. It's a major accomplishment for you this month. Surprise, surprise. It's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. There are always going to be hard times. It seems like at some point this month you're going to realize that you got to take the good with the bad when it comes to a relationship. Of course, I mean, you know your situation better than I do. If leaving really is the best case for you, then you probably already know that. But it seems like you're realizing that you want to stay and that you can take the good with the bad, and that, yeah, it might be hard right now, but there's also good times. There was, I don't even remember where I learned about it. There's a psychology trick. If you decide to flip a coin, let's say in this case, your options are, do I stay or do I go? You flip a coin, and no matter what it lands on, say tails is you leave. If it lands on heads and you feel regret for that, it means really you wanted to leave. On the other hand, if it lands on heads and you're happy with that, then yeah, you're fine with staying. So that's something to think about for you. Don't just roll with that. I mean, again, apply it to your own situation. You know your own feelings better than I do. These are just to help you gain insight. That's really all tarot cards are. Just affirmations, confirmations, and guides to help you sort of look at things that you might not have considered before. What do we need to avoid this week? Or this month? Okay. Sorry, you really threw me off on this one. Normally Gemini is like the easiest sign to read for, but I guess not for December. It's like you're it's like you're waiting for a sign. Like you're waiting for something to happen to help you make this decision for you, or for someone else to make this decision for you. So you're just kind of standing still. You're not really doing anything about it. You're just waiting for life to happen and you can react accordingly. Don't wait for things to just happen. If you want this to work, then you need to do the work to, or put in the work to make it work. If you want it to end, then you need to make it end. Because if you want it to work and you're not doing anything about it, chances are it's probably going to stop working. If you want it to end and you don't do anything about it, chances are you're going to stay stuck in this situation. You need to be proactive now. Okay. On the other hand, what should we be embracing? Gemini, you're killing me. Is it possible, stutter, is it possible, Gemini, that you've kind of just been letting all of this conflict continue without actually trying to fix it? Not saying you haven't been putting in the work to make this relationship better, but have you actually like sat this person down and had a serious talk with them? Like, hey, I'm kind of having a problem with this right now. We got to do something about it. If you haven't had that conversation, have that conversation. If they really love you, they'll understand. Again, it doesn't have to be about love. Apply it to your own situation and how it fits. But, alright. Where can you find support this month? Okay. There's someone around you. I normally don't do this with readings. I try to avoid letting the cards tell me things like this. I'd rather just focus on you, but there's someone around you, much younger than yourself. They seem to have life a lot more figured out than you do, at least when it comes to these particular matters that you've been dealing with. Whoever this person is, every time you're around them, you can tell that they're not only are they happy, not only do they have everything that they need, but they're very outwardly spoken. They don't hold back. They don't bite their tongue. They speak their piece. They let it all out. They don't hold back. Look for that person. Talk to that person. What advice do we have for Gemini? Okay. If this person that you're with isn't there's a lot here. if this person that you're with isn't showing you the level of reciprocity that you'd like, isn't doing that equal give and take thing, like it feels like you're just throwing your energy into them and they're just devouring it, being an energy vampire. Help them understand how to do what you're doing. Again, if they really care about you, if they really love you, they're gonna be able to do this. It's not so much about changing people, it's you should be able to love someone for who they are, right? But we'd also be lying to ourselves if we said that we don't have types and that we don't have certain expectations and things that we want from our partners. If you're with someone who isn't able to meet your needs, chances are you're probably not going to stay with that person. And if you do stay with that person, you're going to end up unhappy. If this person really does care for you, and that sounds wrong to say, because, I mean, they could very much actually really care for you, but if you point out how, like, serious of an issue this is for you to them, they'll be able to understand and they'll be able to work on it. Like, I don't know, for me, I'd rather be single personally, but for me, someone that lets their dishes pile up in the sink or who doesn't flush, that second one especially, someone that doesn't flush, it's a complete no-go. Huge deal breaker. If you're not willing to just like flush the damn toilet and wash your own dishes, don't let them pile up in the sink. If you're not willing to do both of those things, like, look, I can put up with a lot. But I have like really small peeves, right? If you're not willing to work with me on those things, it's not gonna work. What was it? There's something like that initial flame, that initial spark when you first start dating someone makes it, like the love goggles kind of blind you to any of the potential problems, but once you actually start to settle in with this person and get comfortable around them, you start to see all of these things that you might have ignored before. It kind of feels like that's what's happening here with you, is you're starting to see a bunch of things that maybe you've been putting off for a long time. I mean, yeah, on the one hand, you could just walk away from the situation and let it end, or you could try. It doesn't hurt to try. Hey, I kind of need and expect this from someone that I'm with. If we're really serious about this, then we need to do this. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself what risk you can take to move forward towards your dreams. Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared and take the leap. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave, and you will discover what you're really made of. Wild soul, strong heart, can't lose. Alright. Gemini. That was your reading for December. If it didn't resonate, no biggie. It's just not part of your story. Leave it for somebody else. If it did resonate, I hope it helps with the month ahead. Heartburn. GERD. God bless you all. Jesus loves you. Peace be with you. Until the next reading.